ass sounds again. I don't know what these sounds are out here. Like that sound earlier, I don't know if it was a tornado siren or not, or I don't know if this sound that I was hearing was the same sound or a different sound, but it sounds like a sound, a stalker sound. Is it a stalker sound? I think I was hearing some weird ass stalker sounds outside. I see a bunch of stalkers outside right now. And I see a stalker bird, I think. And there's these engine sounds. You can probably hear the engine sounds. It's a stalker. And then this guy got in a white SUV as a bird flew over it. And he like walked out and he was like pointing and laughing at some other guy or whatever. It was probably a sync when he did that. I don't know. And then he took off, synced out of the parking lot with other sync mobiles. But I was just trying to catch these sounds, though, these weird ass sounds, but then it stopped when I started the live stream, so I don't know what it was, or if it, I don't know. But it definitely sounded like a tornado siren the first time. I don't know if it was the same sound, like I said, or a new sound this time, but it kind of sounded similar. I don't know if they're testing the tornado sirens tonight or what's going on out there. They're doing things. I think this time it was. The last time was definitely synced. The last video. Before the last video, I mean. So I just saw a motorcycle sync with the car's headlights turning on out there. So there's things like that happening out there right now. And then the car's headlights turned off, synced with cars driving by. And it has its headlights pointed at me way in the distance. And that car honking is probably a stalker, I don't know. And I see a guy walking out to a truck as a white car drives behind his truck. And it's the guy that I know who's a stalker. And he has a blue shirt in his red truck, I think. He got a blue shirt. There's a guy with a red shirt getting out of a car behind his car as he gets out of his red car with his blue shirt. The guy with the red shirt got back into his car as other people were walking behind his car. He's syncing, taking off with the cars as he takes off in his car. They're synced out there. So my one neighbor's talking synced a little while ago. My other neighbor was blowing his nose synced yesterday. It was just like one time though, but like, yeah. Then what else? I'll just be sitting here looking out my window and just like birds will be flying by synced. They'll just fly by my windows, or they'll be like gang stalking simulation says that they can see through your eyes, and I believe that because they'll sync things at like the edges of my window. I swear, like the birds will do that with each other at the edges of my window when I'm just sitting here looking out of it. And like they'll do that when I'm inside of a building and I'm looking out windows. They'll do that like really like really synced up, like I think they can see through your eyes, and they can see my dreams and shit too, so why not? They can see through your eyes. I bet they probably can. So I hear these engine sounds outside. I think are doing sync. He took off right when I said that. He got motorcycle or something. He's snorting the sinks. Getting sync targeted. Oh yeah, and then there's this car sitting. I don't know if you can hear that engine, that motorcycle. You know. There's this car sitting outside my apartment the other day that was just sitting right outside my window, and they're just like sitting there with their windows open or whatever and playing music out of their car, and then they'll like pause it, and then they'll like synced, and then they'll play it synced again, and they kept doing it. Like the song just pauses and then starts playing synced again. And they didn't do it for very long though, but there's another car that was doing that, or maybe the same guy, I don't know. Maybe it's the same guy. He just does that a lot. He just sits outside of people's apartments and just plays music and just pauses it and plays it again, and then pauses it and then plays it again. But one other day though, there was somebody out there doing that. It's the exact same thing, and it was like, or like they might not have been pausing it, but they was just sitting out there playing music and like changing the song synced or whatever. But like they were doing it for a really long time though. That time it was like they were out there for like 20 minutes at least or some shit. And it's like really loud too. Like it's like right next to it's like right outside my window, like I said. So they just do stupid shit like that. So I think that was today or yesterday. I think that was yesterday. And the sirens earlier were going crazy. I think it was a police siren, maybe. I don't know. My water heater turned on. I don't know what it synced with exactly, but it's always synced, so it's probably sync targeted again. Hit the Cash App, the PayPal, everything's sync targeted out here, including the jobs. So hit the Cash App, the PayPal. It's sync targeted out here. Share the video, hit the like button, vote for Cat 2028.